Hello guys, welcome back. Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever designed something in Figma that looks okay but it feels kind of flat? Most of the time the problem is the shadow. A lot of designers either overdo it or they just use the default shadow and move on. So in this video I'll show you 3 different ways to add shadows in Figma. From the simple built-in shadow to a more realistic soft shadow. And one method that makes your UI look instantly more polished. Make sure you watch till the end because the last one is my personal favorite. So the first way to create shadows in Figma is by using the Figma's inbuilt effect panel. First you select the shape you want to add shadow and then click on the effect. Here you can see the effect. Click on the plus button and you can see the drop shadow here. If it's not selected by default, you can select the drop shadow and then apply the settings you want. Let's say I want to adjust the blur radius to 24 pixels. It will increase the blur radius around this card. So I can increase the spread as well. Let's say I select the spread 24 pixel. As you can see, it added a 24 pixel spread around this card. I can adjust the y-axis and x-axis as well. So you can play around with this setting and add a shadow of your own choice to your card. Let me reduce the opacity to 8%, and as you can see the opacity around the card drops down. So let me select the card again and apply beautiful shadow here. I will adjust the radius, the blur radius, the spread, let's say 8 pixels, and increase the y-axis to 8. So as you can see, we have created a beautiful shadow around this card. You can follow the steps as it is and you can create a shadow on your own. You can see the settings here. If you want to follow my settings, you can see it here. So this is the second way to create a shadow around this card. This is a bit longer process, but you can follow this one as well if you want to. In this, you will have to create a rectangle of the same size around this card. Let me see it. So it is 1280 x 720 pixel. So I will give this rectangle 1280 and 720. So it is almost the same size of this. Let me send it back and align it to the center of the page. As you can see, this is our rectangle behind the card. Now I'll select the rectangle. This is our rectangle and increase the size of the rectangle a bit while holding shift on my keyboard. As you can see, now we can clearly see the rectangle behind this card. I'll select the rectangle, change the color to dark and add an effect to this rectangle. This time I'll add layer blur effect. I'll increase the blur to 250 pixel, and as you can see we have created some weird shadow around this card. Now to adjust it, we'll select the shadow, decrease the opacity to let's say 10%. Okay, it's now too low. Let's increase it a bit, let's say 25. And as you can see, we have created some beautiful shadow around this card. You can follow this method as well, and by following this method you can create some beautiful shadows as well. Let's say I want to change the color of this shadow to the accent color blue. So I'll add this color to my card, decrease the opacity to 25%, and as you can see we have added some blue shadows around this card. You can play around with this and make some beautiful shadows for your card as well. So this is the third way to add shadows in Figma. In this method, we'll use the Beautiful Shadows plugin to create clean and realistic shadows without manually tweaking multiple values. First, select the layer you want to add a shadow to. This can be card, a button, or any UI element. Then I'll select this menu option and go to plugins and widgets. I'll search for beautiful shadows, and here you can see the plugin. Select this plugin and it will run automatically. As you can see, the shadow is already applied around this card. You can adjust the values, play with the elevation, play with this circle, and create some beautiful shadow around this card. You can also manually play around with these values by clicking on this menu option and add a value of your choice. Also, you can change the color using this color picker tool. So I want to add a black shadow, that's why I have selected black color. I have adjusted this shadow. I have played around with some values here and I have created a beautiful shadow around this card. You can always play around with this plugin and create some beautiful shadows around any UI element you want. This is the fastest method you can use to add shadows to your cards or any other UI element in Figma. So yeah, those are 3 easy ways to add shadows in Figma. If you try any of these and get stuck or something doesn't look right, just leave a comment below and I'll help you out. And if this video helped, make sure to like and subscribe for more Figma and UI design tips. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.